Hello and welcome back to the Entertainment Vortex and our first episode of Pop Culture News. Now, this is something I'm really excited about. We've been planning on doing this for a while. This is going to be our show that's going to come weekly telling you all about what's new in the world of Funko Pops. We're going to not only talk about what's been announced in the last week, or in today's case, the last 2 weeks or so, since this is our first episode, but we're also going to talk about what we've received in the last week, what we've picked up personally, and we're going to talk about our opinions on these things. Like when we tell you something's coming out, we're going to tell you exactly how excited we are. Are we going to buy it? I mean, is this something that we're excited about? You kind of get to know us at the same time you're learning what's coming out. This is going to be some fun stuff. So, our first topic for today, we're actually going to talk about one that's available right now. It just became available this week, and it's the glow-in-the-dark Justice League Pops. Now, these are available exclusively from Entertainment Earth, the website, if you haven't bought from them. They're not bad. They package well. They ship fast. But it's only available through them. There's a whole line of them, though, as you can see on the screen. You've got every member of the Justice League in this cool black and blue glow-in-the-dark look. Really, really awesome. Personally, I want to get all of these. I don't know if I can financially, but I definitely want to get all these. As a DC diehard fan, this is just right up my alley. What about you?
Obviously, you can see comics are definitely something that I'm interested in. These look amazing. I wouldn't mind having all of them myself. I'll probably pick out a couple to start with. You know, definitely I would be really interested in getting Batman, but they look incredible. All right, so the next one we have on the list today is the Blue Beetle Booster Gold Dual Pack. It's going to be a previews exclusive. I'm not super familiar with the characters, but they look really good. Obviously, in that Funko style, I think that they're really cool. Probably not something I'm going to pick up, though.
I am probably going to pick this up on the other hand. As you heard when we were talking about the Justice League ones, I'm a huge DC fan, and Booster Gold is just hilarious. So I love the fact that they put them in a dual pack with these two characters, because if you've read the comic books, it makes perfect sense, but I'm all for this one. So next up on the list is the Monopoly guy. Now, very fittingly, this is a Walmart exclusive, and I think that's freaking hilarious. I mean, if you're going to do a Monopoly guy, you got to give it to the biggest Monopoly there is. I'm not really excited about this one. I mean, I understand why they're making it, but not personally going to pick it up.
Being a big tabletop gaming enthusiast, Monopoly is not really on the top of my list. Definitely looks good, but it's just funny. It's not something that I buy, though. So the next ones coming up on the list are the Stan Lee cameo pops. There's going to be 3 of them coming out. One of them is from Guardians. The other 2 are from the Captain America movies. One from Winter Soldier and one from Captain America. These look really, really cool. It's definitely something that I enjoy about the Marvel Cinematic Universe is those Stan Lee cameos. I definitely want the one from Guardians. I might pick up the other 2. They're actually going to be a Walmart exclusive.
I want to pick up all 3 of these, and I know that Jeff, one of the co-hosts on the channel, is also going to be dying to get all 3 of these. Being a Walmart exclusive, is you probably know if you're a collector, they're kind of hard to get. Walmart's not the best at stocking this stuff, but if we can get them online or get lucky and get them in the store, all for it. These are really cool. Next up on the list is the Sonic the Hedgehog Pops. These are going to be coming out in December. There's quite a few of them, as you can see on your screen there. We got a few exclusives. Personally, I'm not really looking to get any of these. I might grab the Supersonic one if I see it in stores, but not super excited about this, even though I did have a Genesis as a kid.
The Genesis was my premier system when I was a kid, so I really want the Sonic with the ring, the Chaos Emerald, the Eggman, and then I also want the Supersonic as well.
Very cool. There are some cool ones in there, I will admit. So if you're a Sonic fan, this should have you excited.
All right, so the next one, it's going to be a winter release. It's a series based around the Saga comics. These look really interesting. There's a couple of exclusives, and there's actually a chase in here, as you can see on your screen as well. They look really cool. I haven't really, not really experienced with Saga. It's definitely something I do want to check out because it is very popular.
I've read the first couple graphic novels for Saga, and it's good, but it didn't really draw me in like some of my favorites. I'm probably not going to pick any of these up unless, of course, I see the chase in the wild. The chase is a bloody chase, looks pretty slick. So if I see it, I'll grab it, but I'm going to pass on this. But I mean, if you're a Saga fan, I know there's a ton of you out there, this is a good opportunity. I didn't think they'd ever make these. Very cool. So next up on the list starts our long list of some that are going to come out in January of 2018. So it's just a few months away. I mean, it sounds like it's so long away, but it's really not. But these are the Looney Tunes ones, and let me tell you, these caught me off guard. I did not see these coming. So as you can see on the screen, there's quite a few of them. There's even a flocked Bugs Bunny only at Target, which is pretty cool. But the ones I'm excited about are the 2 from the opera episode. That's just awesome. As a kid, that was my favorite Looney Tunes episode, and to this day, it still holds a special place. So I will be picking up those two, but probably none of the rest. How about you?
The opera scene is definitely a classic of that era of cartoon, but I'd more than likely probably be looking at the Sylvester and Tweety and the Tasmanian Devil. They kind of hold a little special place because I watched those cartoons with my grandmother.
Very cool, very cool. I know there's some Looney Tunes fans out there that are going to be really excited about this.
All right, so the next one coming up on the list is the Teen Titans Go line. There are a couple exclusives in there. They all look really good. Teen Titans isn't really my cup of tea, but I know that there are a lot of people who really like them.
Like me. I'm a huge fan of Teen Titans, and while I lean more towards the original Teen Titans cartoon and not Teen Titans Go, I'm still super excited to get these because they are the same character with the same art style. I especially like the Red X and the Red X without the hood. Those are amazing, but I'm going to get this whole set, absolutely, without question. I will be digging for all of them and all the exclusives. One of them's a BAM exclusive. I haven't had experience getting one of those, so I'll have to look that up, but I do look forward to hunting it down because half the fun. So next up on the list is Mr. Bean. Now, I'm not really into this show. I never really watched it. I know of it, though. But there's two figures, as you can see on your screen. The one of them is just Mr. Bean being silly, and the second one is him with a turkey on his head. Apparently, that's the chase. I would expect nothing less of something that ridiculous.
Yeah, that show definitely has a kind of a history of being kind of over the top. Not really something that I'm super into, but I definitely understand the need for a pop for these because it's definitely a piece of pop culture history. Next up on the list is a group of 8-bit pops. There are 4 of them for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Those look really cool, but the ones I'm most excited about are the horror genre pops. So there are 2 variants of Freddy, Jason, and the Alien from the Alien franchise. I want all of these. Hands down, I want all of them, especially the Alien with like the goo on him. I just want it.
I will say these look cool. I picked up the Batman, the 8-bit Batman, the first one they did. That was part of the NYCC this year. I got that one, and it looks pretty cool. I'm not sure if it needs to be as bulky, but I do like it. So this series they're doing, these 8-bit ones, I'm excited about. But personally, I don't think I'm going to get any of these. I understand the appeal, especially the horror ones. They look really cool, but you know, there's only so many pops and so much money, so I think these are going to be some I'm going to choose to pass on. So next up on the list is a blast from my past from when I was a kid, Masters of the Universe. Good old He-Man and his friends. It looks like there's a few exclusives as well as a chase, even though it's just a color swap. I'm really not going to pick these up. I mean, I have a point of nostalgia for them, but it's not going to run me out to get them. I know a lot of people are going to want these, and a lot of people are going to be excited about them.
I might pick up the He-Man. As far as that particular cartoon is concerned, it was a little bit before my time, but it was definitely something that popped up every once in a while on Saturday mornings. You know, not something that I would shut off, but it's definitely not something that was like really in my wheelhouse.
It does show my age. I am a little older. But the people that are my age are going to know this really well. So we're not going to be the spoiler people here. We don't want to ruin anything for you. I do want to let you know that I did see they posted a link where you can see the spoiler for the next DC box, which is Justice League, and the next Star Wars box, which is Last Jedi. I'm going to put those links below. Not going to give it away, but I will say I looked at them both, I bought them both, and I am super excited about them both. So, do you do the boxes?
So, I'm a little newer to the pop collecting game. I haven't done any of the boxes yet, but based on what I know about these current ones, it may be something that I look into. It's a great value for what you're paying.
Yeah, they're like $25. You get 1 or 2 pops plus a shirt and some other miscellaneous stuff. Totally worth it, I think. It's fun, the mystery of it, and getting it and opening it, being all excited. We're going to be doing some unboxing videos of our favorite ones later on as we get them. But yeah, I get the DC and the Star Wars one consistently, and then I get the other 2 if I'm excited about the topic. Okay, so this is a section of the video that we're going to have each week where we talk about what our haul was for the last week. So since that last episode to now, what did we buy? What did we find? What did we pick up? Being as this is our first episode, pretty much everything we have is going to be what we got since the last episode, so to say. So I'm just going to show you my 3 favorite from my collection, and then he's going to let you know his favorites from his collection as well. And then next week we'll start the haul section of the video, but you can look forward to this each time. So I brought 3 today, my top 3. First one is the Sword of Destiny, Scott Pilgrim. This is a recent release, but I've been trying to complete this set, and this was a hard one to get, and it was a little expensive, but I'm super glad I picked it up. I'm a big Scott Pilgrim fan. The next one is one of my grails. I just got it, which is Dr. Manhattan. Super excited to get this. I know Rorschach's going to be super hard. He's like $300-400, but I was really excited to get this from a coworker. Super excited. And then last but not least, probably most in my opinion, is I have the Invader Zim glow-in-the-dark Gur, and this one is actually signed by the voice actor when I met him. So this has got a special place in my heart for me, and it's probably my favorite one in my collection. So what about you? What tops your list? I know you're kind of new to it.
So I have a couple of recent pickups that really were things that as soon as I saw them, I was like, I have to have these. Being a big horror fan, as I've mentioned before, I picked up a Jack Torrance from The Shining. He's carrying his axe and everything, and he looks really menacing.
Nice.
I've also seen a different variant of him where he's actually frozen in the ice, and I really want that one. I also have Norman Bates dressed as his mother holding the knife. That one is another big highlight on mine. And I have the Star-Lord bobblehead from Galaxy Volume 2. That one is one of the first ones that I picked up, and I really
Very
like
cool.
that.
That's a good looking sculpt too. Very cool. So thanks for joining us for the first episode of Pop Culture. Being our first episode, this is a little longer than it'll normally be because we did cover about 2.5 weeks worth of release news. But this is a great spot to come and join us each week to learn not only what we got that week and excited as collectors, but also what's been announced and to see all the new pictures right there on screen. So don't forget to subscribe here at the Entertainment Vortex. Not only do you get great Funko Pop videos, but you also get weekly movie reviews, and of course, our upcoming Star Wars fan film, which is going to be awesome. We've got a trailer here on the channel for that if you want to take a look. Personally, I could not be more excited. This is going to be so much fun. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our brother channel, the PC Gaming Vortex, where we do all of our gaming content. The grand reopening of that channel is going to be starting in the next couple weeks, and we got some really excited stuff planned. We've got some really funny stuff already filmed as well. Definitely something to keep your eye open for. I hope you'll follow us into the Vortex. We'll see you next time.